day. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, this is the National Football League. We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Dwayne Haskins and the Washington football team.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Washington football team. Brandon Gunn with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we got two teams here that finished at the bottom of the standings last year. But remember this, 15 of the last 16 seasons, we've seen at least one team go from the bottom of their division to the top in one season.
Last year we had two, Chicago and Houston. These two teams playing now, they think they can do the exact same thing this year and make it 16 out of 17 seasons.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. Touchdown, Cardinals. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
The kick is good.
So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown.
So
now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Now this will make it into the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The tight end, the ball carrier.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Second and 8 coming up. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll run with McKissick. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 7. A carry now for McKissick. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the number 1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
I still remember being in Indianapolis at the Combine when the result of Kyler Murray's height was announced. And when the tape measure showed him at a little bit above 5'10", all doubts went out the window, and rightly so. The Cardinals went 5-10-1 with him last year, but he was the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. This guy can make great plays with his arm, can scoot with his feet, and has motivated this team and has them on a really good upward trajectory.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Murray going to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 58 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's, you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Set the return. Washington will take over.
The Washington football team, as they'll be known this year, heading back out at 3-13 last year. This organization has been through a lot in recent years, Charles, no doubt. How can they start to turn the corner?
Well, partner, I thought they started it when they hired Ron Rivera. I thought that was a big-time move. I thought that he was a candidate to be a head coach again in this league in a number of places, and he would have been the top candidate in all those spots. But he's there to calm the waters and set a new direction for him. Now, unfortunately, a bit of a health issue here during this time frame, so we give him all of our best and hope that that gets taken care of very quickly. But a lot's going to be on the shoulders of his quarterback, whether it's Dwayne Haskins or maybe even Alex Smith. What an incredible comeback that would be. I think Haskins will probably be the front runner for that job. And I love the draft pick of Chase Young out of Ohio State on defense, because I think it's a defense that has a chance to be very good.
Here's McKissick. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
J.D. McKissick, the ball.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Haskins. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete to Logan Thomas.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And the catch made by Dontrell Inman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down, Washington.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down, and lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked.
Haskins.
Second down.
Intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A 21-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good.
Kick is good.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Washington 3.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Andy Isabella on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Well, the Cardinals getting set to go here. You know, a lot of folks this time of the year, Charles, they like to look around the NFL landscape, try to identify that sleeper team that's ready to make that next step. And there's a lot of people who are landing on the Arizona Cardinals to be in that conversation.
Yeah, I'm not sure they're the sleeper team anymore. To me, they are woke, right? Everybody's talking about them. So they've got to go out and play to that level now, and they have a chance because I thought they got better last year. I didn't care what the record was, but the rookie Kyler Murray at quarterback, he spent this entire offseason reshaping his body and getting better. He's going to throw to DeAndre Hopkins, who they acquired from Houston. Larry Fitzgerald, the old pro who's still around. And Kenyon Drake.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Murray sacked. No gain on the
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And DeAndre Hopkins with another catch. And let's face it, when Arizona made this trade, there had to be no one happier than quarterback Kyler Murray, who had been pushing his management to draft his college teammate C.D. Lamb out of Oklahoma. But when they made the trade for DeAndre Hopkins, they didn't need to do that anymore. This guy's an all-pro receiver. He's been the top 3 in receptions the last 2 seasons. And now with Larry Fitzgerald already there, and you add DeAndre Hopkins, the possibilities endless for the Arizona Cardinals in the passing game.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a man coming off a career season. Here's Kenyon Drake. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and 11 now. From the gun, Murray. It's complete to Drake. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On first down, Drake. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He's got it to Williams. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 15-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. This will be caught at about the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown Cardinals. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Extra point.
And it's 21-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it's the veteran Larry Fitzgerald who finishes it off with a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Steven Sims now on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Steven Sims on the return. Washington takes
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins caught. It's Dontrell Inman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Haskins going to throw again. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And we roll the highlights of the game he's had. You know, when we talk about wide receivers and how you shut them down, what about when you have a tight end like this having a game? How do you stop him defensively?
It really changes what you're trying to do because defensively you're worried more about the wideouts. Okay, how are we going to cover them? The running backs, how are you going to shut them down? But the tight end is that elusive, unique player. Linebacker cover him, cornerback cover him, safety covering him. Always has the advantage, usually has final answer against anyone who tries to defend him.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No. Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Take it in at the 22. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Haskins. Looking long for Thomas. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it's going to be second down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Haskins. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
We'll take over 1st and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and knock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down, Washington.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 37. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's able to find Edmond. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run with a former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Washington ball carrier.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. From the gun, Haskins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims Jr. there to make the grab. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for two. Now Haskins. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a one-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the two.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. On the return, Isabella. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Andy Isabella on the return. The Cardinals take over.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. He's hoping to take what has been a good game here and make it a great game. So far, solid, and we're still in the third quarter.
And there's nothing wrong with solid. You want to be that. You want to be reliable. You want to be a guy that puts your team in a position to have a chance to win. And that's what we're seeing from him. And there's also that added element that maybe it can become a little bit more as this game goes on.
He'll try to make it more here on this drive. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk.
Complete.
A nice catch there by Christian Kirk. Had 709 yards and 3 touchdowns in the 2019 season. I expect those numbers to continue to climb. This is a guy who can play in the slot, play outside, but the number one thing about him, absolute explosiveness, especially after he catches the ball downfield. If you don't make the tackle right there, he's going to take it a long way.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Fitzgerald hauling it in for Murray. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Good for a Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Murray. And he finds Fitzgerald. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 35.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Drake. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now from Murray, and that's knocked away and incomplete.
Murray's pass.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run. It's Drake. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
All right, just call the call. We're going to play. Come on now.
So that one will be accepted.
Still 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Now it's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Murray now on 1st down. It's complete to Hopkins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
That's good.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Murray. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down, it's Drake. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Murray on the move to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here's Sims to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Thomas has got it, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And a Washington first down.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins, and Thomas has it. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Haskins back to the air. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. Intended for J.D. McKissick. It's 3rd down and less than a yard.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Again, it's Haskins. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one.
Onside kick.
The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.